Dyslexic Genius here. I'm back on the Columbia spring barrels, and now we're going to get them apart. And what I've done is I've taken a 2x4 and I've in a 3.5-inch hole saw, and you can see here's the half I did, and I created this so I can pinch the barrel in the vise, and then I can come in with a brass rod and hit it. But what I did was, you see on this piece here, I just barely rested the center drill that's in a hole saw, and I lined it up. So when I set it up, the drill will hold it in place, and then I can line up how I want to drill it. It makes it much easier. So if you get my drift, the drill right here is going to hit right here, which is going to be half, or maybe a little under half of it. So I came in here, marked this out, cut 2 pieces, then I cut them off with a saw. So what it's doing is it's pinching the barrels. Remember last video I said I'm going to use WD-40 to loosen everything up, and it does this. And now if my angel and I can switch places, she can pop over to this side, and I'm going to show you the method of my madness. And you get right here and you go. See how it's moving?
Oh, I see. You've got the brass rod on the lip of that barrel.
Yep, and then you just loosen this up a little. And try to turn it around. There we go. Crank it back down. Tight. And then you'll continue on tapping. But now you can see here where the WD-40, you see all the hardened oil and stuff? You'd never be able to get it apart without squirting those edges like in the last video to soften this up, to pop this apart.
So now you've got to do this 4 times?
I have to keep rotating until it pops open, not all the way out. If something happens and the spring goes nuts, I can run this way and the spring can go that way.
Okay, but when you get that first one off, then you've got to do the next one?
I got to flip everything back around and do everything. And do 4 of them all the same way. I have to have a way to hold the spring barrel to get it off. Okay, and I want to be safe about this, and I don't want to hurt myself because I'm an old guy. So this is how it works. And I have a lot of these pieces of wood that I use for phonograph work. And you can see over here in this pile, these are just little messes that I made. Like this is for holding gears, if you want to do some filing on them. This one right here is from early Victors, like a Vic R or an E, to hold the motor down, and so you can rotate it around. It's in the videos.
You love making parts to fix stuff.
I love making parts to fix stuff. And this is an easy way, and this is cheap too, because you don't have to buy a 6-foot 2x4. You can just go to, like, you know, the big box store and buy like a little 3-footer or 4-footer, and I have like a chunk of it. I always try to get good 2x4s without, you know, knots and junk on them like that. And, you know, next time we'll do it, and that's my tip for the day.